Oh my god.
And welcome back. We're back here again for, I've actually lost track. Are we on 4 or 5? I think we're on episode 5 now, aren't we?
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to check the.
Do you count the very first time we all come together as 0 or 1?
1.
Okay, then we are on 5 because we have 0, 1, and 2 were inside the maze. 3 was in the tavern, and we're on 4, so the 5th episode of this.
Nice.
Yeah,
number 5. I can count.
I can't.
I imagine by the time that this is edited and put up, will be at least the interview I did for the university paper. So that'll be pretty cool.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Bang.
I'm so glad.
We are the lava Kronk.
Can we have Justin sing the theme?
Oh God!
One time.
I don't think so.
That was Game of Thrones.
Okay, firstly, you cannot say that in this. But secondly, what I was going to say is it sounds Game of Thronesy to me.
That's nice.
It does, our song.
Yeah, but that's just because it's a fantasy song, and Game of Thrones is a very famous fantasy show.
By the way, I'm still recording this, and I'm going to be using it for the bloopers.
Oh, 100%. All right, so we are back. We are inside the lantern as we ended last week's game. And yeah, there's not really much more explanation. We kind of need to go off. All been given your mission to find the proper heir to the throne. You have no idea where they might be.
But we do know their name.
You know their last name.
Oh, it's their last name. Okay.
Just their last name. You all are inside of Corbyn's lantern, inside the room that you're renting at the Halfway Inn. And yeah, Baron has just left you guys alone.
After our group hug.
After your group hug.
Is everyone okay for the night? Like anyone hungry, or I kind of move over towards the kitchen to see what's there.
Are you okay for the night? Do you need more tea, my friend?
I ponder for a minute.
Something to help you sleep?
Maybe not right now. I have a couple plans tonight before I go to sleep.
Right. Question. I don't really know where we are inside when we're inside of the lantern, but I would like to sit outside and sit with the moon because it's kind of like my thing, like what gives me power or whatever. But I don't know if you can see the moon because I don't know if inside of the lantern is actually outside or not.
Is there a fake moon inside of our lantern?
Would the fake moon help?
Is it a fake moon? Is it the real moon? Is there no moon?
Roll a perception.
Oh god. Okay.
And I'm totally not just saying that so I can try to come up with an answer for you.
Okay, well while you think about that, it's a 15.
So the lantern or terrarium, or whatever you want to reference it as,
right?
It's very misty, so when you look up, all you really see is fog.
You know what? That doesn't tell me whether there's a moon there or not, but all right.
If there is, you can't see it.
Okay. I say it seems like my moon dude is resting as well. And then I So I guess there's not much that I can do this evening.
Is there any place to light a fire around here?
Oh yeah.
Somewhere that we can make a hot drink and a warm can of beans before we go to bed? I don't know. What do they eat here? Sure.
Arson isn't necessary, Imogene.
Oh.
I'm not setting the house on fire.
Well, we do have a stove.
Let me just so presumably
light this for you. I go and I light the pilot light.
You presumably have that.
What kind of stove is it? Because I know that
there would be oil, but no electricity.
Okay, so it is kind of a pilot light thing
with like a pot over it or something. Yep. Presumably. So there's a fireplace where one could boil things.
And there's also like an actual fireplace. That's where the painting that I was crying at was hanging over.
The painting where I cry,
That's the painting where I cry and stopped looking at any paintings for now, at least.
Actually, Imogene doesn't have any food. What is there around here?
Jacob, what was my lantern stocked?
You'll have to check.
I'll go check. I'll check the pantry. I'll check the cold room under the stairs.
I think he wants me to roll.
Normally,
I'm waiting for him to tell me what to roll.
No, I just want you to say where you're going and try to look for food.
Okay, yeah, I'll start at the pantry then.
Okay, so you open up the pantry and it looks like it has been stocked. Everything looks pretty generic, like there isn't anything too crazy, but yeah, there's some basic food in there, some rations, some bread, some jarred and pickled vegetables and pickles and stuff like that.
I'm looking at this like jackpot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got plenty of food if anyone is hungry.
Imogene will grab a jar of pickled vegetables and put her hands inside it.
Oh.
Why?
To like pick out whatever's in it.
Okay, I'm going to go over and grab a plate.
That's a weird thing to do.
And then just kind of pass it to Imogene.
That's so thoughtful of you. Thanks. Yeah. Wow. All the hospitality.
Well, I mean, it's not my actual home, but I know where everything is.
It's enough like your actual home.
It's enough.
Yeah, I have a question about that. How did you get this version of your home?
Now I have to figure out if I want to lie or not.
He said out loud.
Yep. Oh yeah, I do say that out loud.
Then you automatically fail the law. What?
What do you mean by that?
Well, lying would make it maybe more believable than it was on my front step when I stepped out this morning.
Any idea why that might have happened?
Yesterday morning. An idea what happened?
Anything lead up to that?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. Was there?
I mean, yes.
Go listen.
Go listen to my one shot and find out. Yeah. I mean, I talked to. Why am I being coy? We all know that we all kind of have something to do with the Obsidian Fang. I was talking with them and they said that they had a job that they'd like me to do, and I mean...
They gave you this weird house?
I mean, I don't know if they gave it to me, but one could assume that's the only difference that happened. Oh, and I look into my jacket pocket to pull out the painting. It's like, I also found this in here last time, and I unroll the painting. And just and then I show it to them.
What is the painting of?
The painting, I don't know if it's changed or anything, but it was of the front of the house.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check, Justin.
Oh, okay. Just one second while I grab my dice tray. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no.
I got a 6.
Ooh.
Yeah, it definitely looks exactly the same as...
as before? Okay. Yeah, like,
If anybody else wants to roll perception, you can roll perception.
Please roll higher than a 6.
All right, Bliss is gonna roll perception.
Let's see. Sure.
Nope. Well, that's an 11, but nope.
I have a 14.
What about you, Tuba?
I rolled an 11.
Starting off strong.
No.
So, Imogene, as he pulls it out, you're not quite sure. Maybe it's the way that Corbyn's holding it, but it looks like there's some like flickering, like you think it might be an optical illusion or a trick of the eye, but it looks like there's like a light, like a candlelight flickering in one of the windows.
Eerie. Great.
Which window?
One of them.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's probably one from the kitchen looking out.
Yeah, I'm going to say one of the downstairs ones.
Yeah.
Like in the room that we are in?
Yes, that is the reason I was asking. If it was going to be like the daughter's room or if it was going to be like the kitchen that we're in.
It would be like the one you're in right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Interesting.
So it reflects what's happening in the house?
Krista would do something right now, but Bliss wouldn't.
What would
Never mind. Krista would throw something out the window to see if it changed in the painting, but I can't do that.
Would Krista really do that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Of course she would.
I need to make sure that I'm not being watched. Let's throw a Molotov.
No, I need to make sure that this painting shows what's happening, but I'm not going to actually do that. That seems... Actually, you know what I will do? I am going to do something. 1 second.
But something Bliss would do.
Yes, something less violent.
Also, Bliss, you're not aware of the flicker. You think it's just a regular picture.
What? Who's aware of the flicker?
Imogene.
Oh, fine.
Our rogue.
And she thinks nothing of it.
Okay, great. Never mind then. I do nothing.
Well, anyway, I rolled the painting back up and maybe there's an empty painting holder frame. Sorry.
Well,
I
a
just
painting
You can
holder.
tell it's been a
Normal
long
tea,
day
bro.
when I don't know the word frame.
I gave you normal tea so far.
So far.
So I will say at this point, you're a little weirded out because you haven't heard anything from Goon. Can everybody here roll me? I know another perception check.
Say, is Goon here?
Is it smell related?
Let's sure hope not.
That's an 11.
22.
Ooh, I got a 12.
So Tuba knows what's going on.
Tuba, overall the commotion, with your very large elephant ears, you're able to pick up snoring.
That tracks.
It's coming from another room, but it's not the bedroom.
Oh.
Please don't tell me he passed out in the privy. Please don't tell me he passed out in the privy. Please don't tell me he passed out in the privy.
I think he did.
Oh.
No. Is there only one bathroom?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a powder room, but we don't really use that anymore. The upstairs bathroom or privy is the only one with running water, ? I think we were saying that there was water that could be put in, like with aqueducts and stuff.
Yeah, like you can have bathrooms, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have a bathroom. I'm going to make the executive decision that the bathtub is one of those like really old Victorian style bathtubs that you have to heat up the water separately and then pour it in. But other than that, I think I know where Goon might be sleeping.
In the bathtub.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah. But before we all go to bed.
I'm sure.
Oh, what was that?
Said at least there he'd be comfy, I'm sure.
Yeah. Before we'll head to sleep in our own privies. Does anyone else want something to eat? We seem to have a good amount of food here. I'm looking between Bliss and Tuba because they're the only ones who haven't eaten yet.
Got anything with peanuts?
Well, I can check. I'm going to look in the pantry for peanuts. Maybe there's trail mix. Who knows?
You find some peanuts.
I won't
make a roll for it.
Okay.
What's your garden situation like?
I don't normally have one, so whatever is out there. I believe I saw some flowers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go see. I'll go see what's what and what might help us on our journey and what I could eat.
See if there's an herb garden in there.
I don't think that there's an herb garden in here, Justin.
But there could be, man.
It could be a real herb garden and not a herb garden.
An herb garden, yes, quote unquote. Anyway, Bliss meanders outside to go apprise the situation of the plant.
So anyway, here's peanuts.
Thank you very much. Never had peanuts before. I hear they're popular with other elephant-type creatures, so I'm going to give it a go.
I know that we sometimes use it with our food. It's kind of an addition or an extra on some of the stuff we used to make. Haven't had some in a while, but I think I'm holding out for something else, and I'm gonna look into the cold room.
So
what are you looking for?
I don't know yet. I want Jacob to tell me what's there.
So you go into the cold room. So this is gonna be more like you've got some ice there to keep it nice and cold. So you've got some salted meats and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Now that you say salted meats, is there jerky?
There's definitely some jerky.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some jerky.
Yeah, so you can go over to like a big hunk of meat and just like pull it right off.
I come out with like a handful of jerky, just kind of nibbling at it.
Bliss is just outside, assuming she has found any of the plants that are beneficial in any way.
Roll me a nature.
Roll you a nature? Absolutely.
Roll.
Oh, that's not good at all. What's my nature plus here?
It's intelligence.
It's not going to help a lot, let me tell you firstly. But because I rolled a 3 and my intelligence modifier is +1, so that's a 4. I find nothing.
You're not quite sure what you find.
I find grass and I decide to eat that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can Imogene have a hunk of meat as well?
Oh, yes. I take the piece that I was eating out from the bunch and just kind of hand over just as much as Imogene wants.
That's great. Thanks so much, pal.
Yeah.
It's like, that smells divine.
My questions to you are you feeding the snakes separately or are their stomachs your stomach?
I will hold up small pieces of meat for the snakes.
Okay.
That's amazing.
I can just picture the snakes just like nibbling at it. But yes, if you would like a piece as well, Tuba, and I hand over the rest of the meat.
No. I'll stick with the peanuts, thank you.
Okay.
But
there's plenty more in the cold room.
Try it sometime.
Yep. All right. And with that, I think we should maybe talk about sleeping arrangements.
Yes.
So I'm going to say we probably shouldn't try to wake Goon.
No, we'll just leave him there. That's fine.
Should check on him before we go. Make sure he's not like sleeping in his own vomit or something.
Aspirating or anything. Roll him over.
Mm-hmm. I can check on Goon before I go to bed.
I'm pretty big. I can help roll him if we need to roll him or anything.
That's fair. I might not be able to roll Goon.
And I would like to sleep in the light of the moon out with the plants. It makes me feel at peace.
What? Did we already talk about the moon?
I don't think we talked about the moon.
Do you think that Bliss is aware that there's no moon?
Well, yeah. But it's still out there, man. Even if you can't see it. That's the nice thing about the planet, it's always there for you. Even if you can't see things, sometimes they're there.
Okay.
I agree.
No comment.
Okay. There is a moon, Corbyn. No matter whether you can see it or not. I am arguing with you, not Bliss. Because Bliss doesn't care. But I care deeply.
Yes, Corbyn knows that there's a moon. He also knows the name of the moon.
Okay.
The moon's fake.
The moon's name is Safinesker, by the way.
I probably know that, like Bliss probably knows that.
It's
maybe.
I believe a Titan is what a Titan or a
Titan, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Since I am whatever of the moon, I probably know that. I don't know.
Circle of the Moon.
Yeah.
Technically, y'all would. Why do I keep saying y'all?
I don't know. You want to appease our Texas fan base?
We have a Texas fan base?
I don't know. Do we?
I doubt it.
No, 100% of our listeners have been in Canada. Or so says Anchor.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, then stop saying
national
no.
Hit.
we would know what
on the walls of the
labyrinth thing
of the labyrinth. It actually showed these when you guys were reading them. It showed the stories of the creation of the realm, and you would have seen the Titans in the first room.
Yep, and that's why in each room that he described a mural, I asked if I knew what it was about because my character has read those stories many times.
Right. So either way, I would know the moon's name. There is a moon, and I'm going to go be with it, whether we can see it or not.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. And now I guess that's just three of us. There is a large bed. It's like queen size bed. And there's a single bed in another room. And I'm fairly small and I kind of like my privacy. If not, no offense to either of you. You both seem very nice and all that, but I would like to take the single room, if that's possible.
I will allow Tuba the large bed and ask if you have a sofa or cot.
Well, Tuba was going to say you can go to the bedroom first. I'm going to stay for a little bit. There's a few things that I need to do before I go to bed.
I mean, you both can sleep. Like, I don't know how comfortable it would be, but there is a couple small chairs in the master bedroom that you could kind of push together to make a bed of sorts.
Well, I will go lay in the bed while Tuba does whatever she is doing.
Okay.
And once everybody's left the area we're in, I'm going to start working on a letter that I want to write to the real Andrea Vespin.
Oh my God. You bitch.
Basically, a letter warning her that it is possible that she could potentially be targeted since our group seems to have been targeted.
That's so thoughtful of you.
So where they were supposed to be with me, I feel like it might have been connected. So I just want to have like a little warning to her. After I'm finished doing that, I'm going to do my prayers and rites and rituals and all that stuff. Set a specific period of that time, basically praying for Corbyn's soul.
Oh, because of the book?
That's so sweet.
That's fair.
Because everybody else feels that their issues seem to be something that can happen, something that I can fix. But I feel like I have no ability to heal that, so I'm going to try to leave it to my God.
Aw,
that's so faith-driven. How nice for Tuba.
Yeah. While she is doing that, I will be upstairs checking on Goon. I almost said the wrong name.
All right, I will come with you to check on Goon. If you just come get Bliss where she's kind of like curled up on the...
I'm just going to check, and if I need to get Goon rolled over, I will come and seek help.
Great.
Because I'm going to the linen closet. I've also probably gotten linens for Imogene so that she can have a nice bed made of chairs.
Yep.
And I also grabbed a pillow and blanket for Goon in case Goon gets cold.
Aw.
I'm a host. I have to be, I have to host.
How's Goon doing in the bathtub?
Yeah, is Goon in the bathtub or is Goon asleep on the toilet?
but the bathtub is not really big enough for him. So like he definitely has a leg hanging over the side there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It is has this problem.
It is big enough for Corbyn and probably Andrea and no one else in the party.
It's big enough for you and your wife, is what you're saying?
I mean, yes, we are both human-sized.
Not together. Get the head out of the gutter there, DM.
Yeah, jeez.
No.
He has to take the role of goon somehow.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? This is going to be our most family-rated episode.
This is our most... Oh.
I mean, seems pretty wholesome so far.
I mean, yes. On mic, yes. Off mic, no. We're talking about straps earlier.
True. Now it's on mic.
I mean, depending on who's going to edit this, it might be to cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Might be.
Probably not. So yeah, Goon's okay.
Not aspirating vomit.
Is Goon's head turned away in that if Goon vomits, he doesn't inhale it and die?
Can you turn his head?
Okay. You're not gonna kill Brett's character while
no. He's just very deep in sleep.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to lift his head to put a pillow under it.
And leave a small kiss on his forehead.
No.
Aww.
Not Goon. Not yet. We're not close enough yet.
That's fair.
Give it a week. And then cover Goon in the blanket and go back out, grab a second blanket, realizing that I got a regular sized blanket. So yeah, I do that, and then I kind of just go into my room. So my room meaning Sandy's room.
Oh, your story is so sad.
Imogene is laying, staring at the ceiling, wondering if she should be looking for her wife or moving on.
Oh, Jesus. Bliss is just enjoying going out to sleep with the plants and the moon.
You're having a nice, relaxing night. Everyone else is having a crisis of faith.
Yeah, that's different. Bliss is pretty, I don't know. There's not a whole lot going on. Bliss probably thinks about her shop and if it's going okay.
So to kind of go around the circle here, we've got it's a nice night out. I'm sleeping on moss. To man, I miss my kid. To man, I wish I miss my wife or partner. Or I don't know if you guys ever got married.
I think we were.
And then over to Tuba. It's like, I wonder why people are trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Different concerns.
Everyone's got their own concerns right now.
Mom is comfy.
So does anybody want to do anything before they go to sleep?
Yes, I would like to do the thing that I was talking about off mic, which was I would like to, since I don't have any actual leather here, I'm going to just take a couple slices through my apron and kind of fashion I don't want to call it a harness, but I can't think of a better. I'm making the
book
chest
carrier, house carrier.
Well, no, the chest
is going
into
to wear
a
leather harness.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm giving Goon a leather harness so that he can carry the chest of holding, I think we called it.
He's the leather daddy now.
I mean, to be fair, I was wearing leather and I am a dad.
Well, if the shoe fits.
I also do that too.
That makes you a leather dad, not a leather daddy. Anybody else want to do anything before they go to bed?
The only thing is just going to sharpen her dagger.
The only thing that Bliss was going to do was look for plants, and I did terribly at that. So no.
Tuba's just gonna, once she's finished doing all her things, she'll go up into the room, get all her armor and jazz off, pop into bed, pull up the covers, and if Imogen's there, she will give her a little peck on the forehead with her trunk while she sleeps.
Aww.
What's with everyone and kissing everyone on the forehead, though? It's so sweet.
I feel like it might be like a cultural thing.
Yeah. Maybe everyone who lives in Galterra does that as a sign of affection.
Yeah, we're growing as a team. There's affection.
we are team forehead kiss.
Yeah.
Give us a kiss on forehead. Be part of team.
I do have one last thing I want to do, but I want to let other people do things because I think I might have taken up a lot of time so far.
It's okay.
Nope, you're good.
The other two are muted, so I'm going to keep going. So I will in this room. I kind of want to. We haven't described it yet, other than in the one shot, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm assuming there's not a kid in the bed.
There's just nothing in the bed.
Okay.
That's a fair
I feel like I should ask because there's a lot of things here that probably aren't supposed to be here, or at least that are magically here that aren't in the real house. So, are there any paintings that I need to cover up, or any frames that I should put the other painting in?
Yeah, you can probably find a frame, but other than that, there's like above your bed, there's a rather large mirror.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if it's a painting, I was gonna go, crap.
Do you want to look in the mirror?
I mean, at some point, I'll look at the mirror and then realize, holy crap! My eyes are very sunken in right now.
So are you going to look in the mirror?
Yes.
Okay. When you look in the mirror, it shows you the room, but you don't see yourself in the reflection.
Oh no, I'm a vampire. I'm a still.
He's not a vampire, as far as we know, right?
This character isn't, though.
I was just say, am I? Corbyn doesn't know that Corbyn's a vampire if Corbyn is a vampire.
No, Corbyn's not a vampire.
Okay.
But you look in and you see the room that you're in. It's a perfect reflection, except there's someone in the bed.
Could you describe this person?
They are a child.
Oh, okay. Do I know that it's a mirror, or do I think that it's just a painting again? How do you know if something's a mirror?
The window's open and you can see the curtain kind of moving in and out.
Oh, okay. So it's actually moving.
Yeah.
Well, then, is the book that's normally in Sandy's room here?
Pardon?
Is the book that is normally in Sandy's room the myth book?
You can see it on the counter there.
Like in my version of the okay.
In her version of the room.
Okay. I kind of I guess I will. Do I see Sandy's forehead?
Yep.
Because I will kiss the mirror to kiss Sandy's forehead.
Aw.
Yeah, and then I kind of wish that I had that book so I could read to her. Or to them, sorry. All right. I guess I'll kind of try to sleep. I don't know how well I'll sleep, but I'll try.
So when everybody wakes up, Tuba is the one that wakes up first. And is the first to exit the lantern. What would you like to do this morning?
She walks out of the house of the lantern itself. Stretches in the room that we're in. And then I wonder what's for dinner. And then she's going to leave the room and then go see what's going on downstairs. Or breakfast, not dinner.
Yeah, so you're able to go downstairs, and you see that's a little bit quieter this morning than it was yesterday.
Makes sense.
But you do see the other group seems to be up and at them drinking some coffee at their table.
Cool. I will walk by, and as I walk by, I will attempt to maybe sleight of hand slip the letter I wrote into maybe something of Andrea's that I feel like she might reach into, like maybe a pocket of a jacket or something that she might be hanging on her chair or something.
Yeah, go for it. Roll a
let's see. I'm not very good at this. Dex is my dump stat. She rolled 10.
So you go and you think you drop it off very
covertly.
Stealthily? Stealthily, but it really doesn't go that well. So you just kind of walk by and you just kind of almost chuck it, And then you just kind of keep walking. They look at you, but they haven't said anything yet.
I will just keep on going and go up to the bar and be like, big mug of the strongest tea you can make me, if possible, please.
Yeah. Shit. You see that guy behind the bar is pretty tired by the looks of it. But he goes and he gets you a very large cup of tea, elephant sized.
And then I will toss him a coin, maybe a silver, awesome. And walk back up the stairs to the other room and sit and wait for everybody else.
Awesome.
Unless I'm stopped on my way.
Nope. So everybody else is going to start waking up here. Tuba, you guys know, is downstairs. Mm-hmm. So what would you guys like to do?
Bliss waters the plants, takes care of all of the plants around Corbyn's house. As I'm getting up and just kind of says good morning to the plants and gives them affirmations as he would at his shop, because he's kind of missing the shop, missing the plants. But that's it.
Andrea is roused awake by Tuba moving around, so she gets up and stretches and decides that she needs coffee and porridge stat. She will also wander down the street and back into the tavern.
Okay.
Corbyn will wake up, and I think after he realizes where he is again, will remember back to last night and look back into the mirror for a few moments to make sure that everything seems okay.
Yeah, other than the light, everything looks the same.
Okay.
This looks like it's lighter now.
All right. Then I will, I guess, say a short prayer to my daughter or my child's good health, and then make my way downstairs. And instead of going out, I'm going to actually make breakfast in the kitchen here.
That's fair.
Just because I know what I can make, and I like to save money. So if I've got food in the house, I will make that food. Even though I think Corbyn's actually one of the richest people here at the moment with all those gold bars. True. Yep.
Bliss only has 10 gold, so I'd imagine.
Imogen can afford a coffee and a porridge.
Yeah.
A coffee and a porridge?
Big spender.
Bougie.
I know, right?
Oh.
All right. I make my own porridge, but I eat it at the dinner nook or breakfast nook, I guess. And then I will make my way out.
All right, so everybody's able to eat their breakfast and just kind of do their business.
Is Goon still out?
Pardon?
I said, is Goon still out?
Goon is very much still out.
I figured. Snoring still, so that we don't have to worry about him dying?
He's definitely still alive. He's definitely breathing.
Okay, great.
So yeah, as I walk... Oh, what was that?
Sorry. When Corbyn comes out of the lantern into the room, I'm like, remind me not to eat peanuts again. My tongue swelled up to 3 times its size, and I didn't like it at all.
Okay, so that means you're allergic. Please do not eat peanuts again.
Good idea. Thank you.
You're an elephant who's allergic to peanuts?
The irony.
To be fair, if you've never had peanuts before and then you try peanuts when you're older, there's a strong possibility you'll end up, finding out you were allergic to them.
Really?
That's how allergies work.
Mm-hmm.
That's also how a lot of people, when they start to get older, when they start drinking less milk, how they become more lactose intolerant.
Right.
Like myself.
I was going to say, you would know. Fun fact about the DM, he's really lactose intolerant.
Aha.
Fuck lactose.
All right. Bliss
At least that's the only thing you're intolerant about.
Yeah. That's true. Bliss eats some grass and talks to plants and then joins you guys.
We do have food if you would like food. Like, you don't need to eat the grass.
No. I mean, this way we make sure that your grass is taken care of and that there aren't weeds, and I get to talk to my plant buddies, and all's good. All good.
And then when she poops, it's good fertilizer.
Yeah, I'm just taking care of the plants. I kind of miss my plants. I need to take care of yours.
Liz, do you name your plants?
I only the ones that move.
Please don't take a poop in my rose bush.
No, of course not. Beside, and then we can use it for the roses. No, only Francine. Francine's the only one that I name. Because the other ones, they're going to other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one was Francine?
The talking one, or not the talking one, but like the Venus flytrappy one.
Oh, okay.
She's snappy.
I'm glad that everyone seems to have eaten now that we've had our poop talk.
Justin, before you leave the lantern,
okay,
there is very much still a not notification, but your
the letter that I picked up the day before. Yes, I will read that. I'll probably do that while I'm eating my porridge.
You're gonna open it up right now?
Yes.
Okay. So as you open it up, it just says Harrow's Point.
Harrow's Point?
Yep.
Okay. I will make note of that in my notes section here. Harrow is in like Herrow.
Harrow.
Oh, that kind of Harrow. Okay. Sweet. Okay. I will make a note of that in character as well. And then I guess stuff that into my backpack and step out of the lantern. We'll let Goon rest for a little bit longer. I'm sure he needs it.
Right.
Oh, he doesn't know that the water's running. Oh, well, he'll figure it out.
He won't use water anyway.
That's true. He didn't like the water when I tried, when he stole my water. So, does anyone have any idea where we should be going to start? First, I'm assuming we'll probably need to get out of the city first.
Right. What was the last name of the person that we're looking for?
Ulrus.
Do any of us, is that a regional name or is it a famous name? Is it supposed to mean something to one of us, or should we ask around about it? Or should we not ask around about it?
I don't know.
Do any of us know the name Ulrus?
Roll a history check.
So weird playing a character that actually has intelligence.
That's a 6.
Burned your previous character.
Intelligence is usually my dump stat because I'm usually a paladin.
I rolled an 18.
That's good. I rolled a 9 because I don't roll good tonight.
That's a 16 for Bliss.
So Bliss feels like they kind of think they've heard that name before, but Tuba knows that they have.
Gotcha.
In a historical sense, Ulrus would have been the firstborn child of Galame. They haven't really been heard of for the past 100 or 200 years.
Wow. Are they the type of creature elf thing that would be alive after 200 years?
The family line would be like if they had kids, maybe.
Right.
Galame lived for a couple hundred years. A couple of his children would have lived longer than regular lifespans.
Okay.
But one of them was because of Quicksilver, so that was, and one of them was a psychic parasite. So.
Okay, so it is possible.
Wait,
then?
What?
Let's just skip past that for a moment.
Justin knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What? He's what? I knew he was a noble. Okay.
John and Jordan were both sons of Galame.
Okay. That's a cool tidbit for Motley to find out when they listen to this. Because that'll be the exact same reaction of what?
All I was going to say is, so it's quite possible that this person, the lineage, it could be someone like old, or it could be someone young. Like it could be someone like 200 or 300 years old, or someone more reasonably young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if there was anyone of that line, they would have the largest claim to the throne, even over any of the other governors from any other provinces, which would be the descendants of the other children.
Right. Okay. Do we know where they would have resided?
Nope.
Not at all.
You can roll a history if you want, but high DC, I tell you that.
Nope, that's not going to work out well for me. Okay, that's fine.
Got a 16, but that's probably not high enough.
No, that's a 10 for me. There's nothing I can do with that.
2 places that you can always seem to find information.
A library?
Taverns and libraries?
Well, taverns. Okay, so there's 3 different places.
Library is the third one.
Taverns, temples, and libraries.
Oh.
That's legit.
We have a different saying around where we live. It's definitely not temples.
What would replace the temple?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Does it start with a B?
Yes, it would start with a B.
Does it end with an L?
Yes.
Does it end with a Rothel?
I was wondering why you didn't say end in a Rothel.
I did.
That was great. Does it end in a Rothel?
Well, then we have 4 places that we could check.
Yes. I would not recommend going into one of those, though.
Into a Rothel?
Correct.
Duly noted.
Not that it's bad work or anything. Shirt. More that there are definitely a lot more ears and eyes than you would want.
Yeah, that's what I figured you meant.
Mm-hmm. We really need to put that on a T-shirt.
Does it start with a B and end
with a Rothel?
We'll work on it. That's fine. That's other situations.
We'll shop it.
We'll shop. As you guys all kind of go downstairs, the bartender looks over. He's like, "Oh, some purple-haired guy came through. He told me when everybody came downstairs to give you this." And he gives you a little envelope.
I passed the room key over because I'm assuming I had it since I grabbed it the first time. Pass it back to the barkeep and take the letter and open it up in front of everyone.
Okay.
So everyone can read it and I don't have to relay the information on it.
Okay. So as you read it, it says, "This certificate is to be presented to Eobard of Eobard's enchanted, enlarged, and exotic wildlife."
God damn it, Jacob. You could have started that with something that starts with an E.
I thought you were going to say animals.
Animals.
Oh, please don't. That's far too close to something that isn't animals.
It's a pain in the ass. It just says that the group presenting this will each be given an animal to take care of, to be under their care.
Getting pets?
Pets, yay!
All of us, yay!
I was going to say I pet Bliss.
Aww. I'm not a pet, but thank you. I do like pets, but I am not a pet.
Say, I scratch behind your ear.
Oh, never mind. I like that. Bliss does the kicky thing that dogs do when they get scratched in the right place.
Can you roll me a dex save right now?
Oh
me?
My God,
sure.
I can.
I'm assuming me because you're going to smack me.
No.
Oh, that's actually not bad. That's good. 1 second. I've been rolling so poorly. I just assumed that it would be bad.
That's good.
My dex save. It's at a 15 instead of a 16.
Okay, so you don't kick out the chair behind you.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to make me kick Corbyn, so this is good.
I also rolled the dex save just in case. Okay. Well.
So as you say this, you see the guy behind the bar. He's like, "Oh, Eobards? Is that what that said?"
The guy behind us is listening in.
The bartender.
There's always too many ears.
We're literally beside the bar.
Yeah, that's fine.
Did that say Eobards? Are you going to Eobards?
I mean, we probably will.
Would seem at some point today.
Does seem like it.
Oh man, ale bars is the best. He always has some kind of new animals, but I heard he's at the bazaar, at the near the gate.
I just realized that you put product placement inside your own game for your own shop. Earfarts.
What do you mean?
This is an ad from a YouTube video that your bartender is doing right now.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
How do I click the bell?
Ding.
Smash that like button.
What's sad is we're probably going to do that once we move some of the stuff over to YouTube.
So glad that we don't have Philgoon here because he would take the word smash literally.
Oh no.
Sorry guys, we would like you to like the video, but it seems like he has already smashed that like button. Do you think you can do better?
Okay, this is disgusting. Move forward.
It was that impressive.
Okay, so yeah, what would you like to do?
Is there a bank around here? I'll ask the barkeep. Is there like a bank or whatever the medieval bank would be? I think it's still just called a bank. Could be a vault though.
Yeah, something like that.
Where I can exchange things for money? Exchange money for money?
For smaller monies?
Not this far out. You'd probably have to go back to the city for that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's not going to work for us. Okay, thank you very much. And you said the bazaar is at the gate. Is that to the city or to the exit of the city?
Closer to the exit of the city, yeah.
Okay.
I do believe not too far from the temple either.
Temple?
Yeah, there's a large temple. They call it the last church, because it's the last church on the way outside of the city.
Clever.
It's weird that all of these are names of leaving the city instead of coming into the city.
It's just the direction. Okay. Usually entry is at a different point.
Okay. Entry is the port.
Generally.
Okay. I've lived here my whole life, so I never entered to begin with. I was born in.
That's fair. That does make sense.
And you've never left?
Well, I mean, you realize we've ridden a half day and
are still in the walls. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're still inside the walls. It's probably another half day's journey to the walls. There's plenty to do here.
Right.
True.
More product placement of visit Galterra.
Yeah, Galterra is pretty big.
All right. Well, then should we start riding towards the wall to...
Yeah.
There's a temple there. There's the bazaar and stuff.
What about Goon? We can't leave him here.
Oh, you're right.
He's with us. It's fine.
Oh,
I've got the lantern on my back.
You're carrying him, right?
Yes. Wink, wink. Yes. But yes, before I go, I do have one more question. Have you ever heard of a place called Harrow's Point?
You're asking the bartender?
Yes, I am.
Do you have a map?
Do I have a map?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I'm asking the DM if Corbyn has a map.
Yeah, everybody would have like some version, some kind
of then yes, I will bring out my map and kind of lay it out.
Okay. Harrow's Point. Right about here. And you see he points to the like northwesternmost point on the map.
Okay, northwestern. Trying to remember with the layout of the map. That's up towards Irden, isn't it?
That's past Irden.
Yeah, okay.
It's in the tundra.
Ooh, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I will make note of that as well and fold my map back up and put it in my bag and say, do we owe you anything for the night? Or did we pay up already?
The other guy covered you. And
the big one or the purple-haired one?
The purple-haired one.
Of course.
The other one paid for his drinks. Thankfully, he's not here.
I definitely move my body so that the lantern is not visible to the bartender now. As he says, as he says that.
No, you're all good. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Is there a place, maybe a leatherworking shop or a tanner's around?
You might find one at the bazaar.
Okay. I will. Thank you. We should probably head out now. It's a long journey. Hopefully our horses are still here.
Yeah, do we need to stock up on anything before we... Well, I guess we have everything we could possibly need.
Do I ride a horse?
Now.
That seems weird.
I mean, you can turn into a horse if you want to.
I suppose I could, couldn't I?
Yes.
All right, yeah, if it's a half day's journey, then I think I will wild shape and use one of my wild shapes and wild shape into a horse instead of riding a horse, because me riding a horse feels weird.
All right, so as you guys go outside and everybody starts to get on their horse, there is no horse for Bliss. And Bliss kind of like starts to shake wildly and transforms into a horse with long, kind of matted hair on top of its head.
Damn. Fulgoon would love to see this.
He's probably dreaming of it anyway.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably still dreaming of the wombat.
I neigh for prosperity.
Nay.
Well, now I feel bad for saying that Goon didn't see what he saw.
I neigh in agreement.
Oh.
So you guys are you gonna head towards the bazaar?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I would
think
like
that's
to.
best.
Do we want to go to the bazaar first, or do we want to go to the temple first? Or
Whichever one we come across, we'll go.
We should start at the temple, stop there on the way.
Okay.
The bazaar
from the bazaar.
The bazaar is basically kind of right in front of the temple. So basically there's like the gate, and as you guys are kind of riding there, so I'll kind of explain what you guys see. There's the gates, very large, very thick walls. You see there's a couple of guards and a couple of booths there as people are coming in and out. A couple yards down, but still kind of connected to that wall, you see that there are a bunch of stalls with different things set up, and it seems to be a lot of carts that are kind of coming into the city are stopping here before taking the rest of their goods into the city. It's almost like an outlet. And then kind of on the other side of that, you see built into the actual wall, it seems to be this very large cathedral with stained glass windows and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice looking place.
So do we want to go up into the temple?
I think Tuba wants to, and maybe we should.
Yeah, if Tuba wants to and everyone else kind of wants to walk around the bazaar for a while, I will accompany Tuba.
Fair.
Sure.
Might be the last time I can go to a temple for a little while, so.
Yeah, Imogene is not religious.
Tuba is very.
Is she?
So two of you are going to the temple, and the rest of you are going to the bazaar.
Yep.
Okay. So you kind of get there, and then you split up. I'll go with the people going into the temple first. So Tuba and Corbyn, you enter the temple, and it's very large. And as you enter, you find out why. It is a multi-denominational church, so there's sections for different gods there.
Thank the heavens, my god is probably here.
So it looks like they're set up in different ages. Like the when you first walk in, you're looking at like a giant statue of Galme, but there seems to be kind of hallways that go to different areas.
Is there a sign with like names of the denominations or names of the gods?
You see kind of hanging in front of there's one sign that says Age of Brilliance, and there's a hallway that says Elgeddon. There is one that says, there's those two. There's also a very neglected kind of looks like a hallway, but there isn't a sign for it.
I'll probably go down the hallway because that's probably where my god is. The temple that Corbyn goes to in the city, his not altar, but his praying area is in the basement. So Corbyn just kind of assumes that's, unless Elgeddon is the one that is right for his.
Sorry. So Tuba, where are you going to go?
Tuba is going to look for someone who potentially looks like they know their way around and start and ask them.
Okay. There's a couple of priests there.
She specifically wants to look for where she can find the Temple of Orguelia, the Temple of Crudlin, and the Temple of Roxa Timomor.
Ooh, Lady of Culture.
I know my deities. I've been a long studier of religions.
Yes. Just please follow me. Now, most of those temples can be found here in the Elgeddon wing. I'll take you right to them.
Awesome. Thank you.
So she takes you into the Elgeddon wing, and the Elgeddon wing is basically kind of like walking into the Parthenon almost. That's how kind of wide it is. And you see that there are statues to multiple gods there. So you're able to find Crudlin, you're able to find Orguella, but the one that you're really drawn to is Feroxa, who is their statue stands a lot taller than everyone's else because it is a giant elephant. In one hand, she has a sword. In the other, they have a almost like a crystal ball. What would you like to do now that you're in there?
She will take some time to pray to Roxa, basically for guidance, and then she wants to spend some time praying to Crudlin again over Corbyn's soul. And then she wants to pray to Orguelia for knowledge about what me and Mr. DM talked about earlier.
So you kind of go and you kind of anoint yourself with little glasses of oil that are in front of each of these, and you kind of find a place to sit down. You just kind of sit and meditate, and you're able to kind of focus and block out a lot of what's going on. And basically by asking the god of knowledge, the gods of knowledge and honor and everything there, you feel a warm wind kind of brush against your cheek, and you find it very, very comforting.
She lets out a big sigh.
That's so nice and also cryptic for Tuba.
All right. So Corbyn, you're going down the
unmarked
hallway, right?
Yes, I'm going down the unmarked hallway to try to find Dualiatis.
Yeah. So as you go down that way, you do see a sign. It is, however, in a different language. Do you want to try to read it?
I will try to read it. Is it common, dwarvish, elvish, or halfling?
Give me an investigation on it.
Oh, okay. Investigation. Oh, nice. 21.
So as you look at it, it almost looks like it starts to, the words start to move in front of you, like they're deciphering themselves for you.
I'm still having aftershocks from that first tea I had, or coffee.
And it says Stormborn.
That's odd. I'm curious. I'll go in.
So as you open the door, like you get to a door and you open it, and you come into a room, kind of like the room that Tuba found. Mm-hmm. This one's a lot smaller and only has 3 statues.
Okay.
One is a very large statue, like a giant statue. Mm-hmm. The other is a statue not much larger than you, that seems to be that of a woman, and it looks like there's like some lichen growing under, like, over her cheeks and down her, like, from her eyes.
Okay.
But the most imposing, the largest and the most drawing of the statues there is that of a large dragon. It's a very detailed statue that seems to be covered in glowing purple crystals.
Do I recognize this from my one shot? So I believe there's a smaller version of this before.
Yeah, as you kind of grow, you see that your gauntlet starts to glow.
I will, I guess, hesitantly walk towards the glowing dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to Bliss and Imogen here, just for a minute, because we're gonna have to end soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that's okay. I'm just gonna switch over to them. So you two are going to the bazaar, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're at the bazaar. You see there's a lot of different shops, or not shops, but like stalls. People are selling a lot of different wares. There's weapons, there's armor, there's food, there's crafts. But the largest area by far, basically, almost kind of looks like a petting zoo, except it's a lot bigger, and the animals seem to be a lot larger. So you see a large sign there that says Eobards, so you know that's kind of where you're supposed to be going. On your way, however, since you are rather close to the cathedral, you hear a commotion going on.
Oh, well, I think we should investigate the commotion.
Okay. So as you go over, there is a small wooden stage that has been made, and atop that stage is a Terran, a human, in some fanciful robes, and he seems to be almost giving a sermon to anyone that has gathered around him.
Mm-hmm.
However, the people that have gathered around him don't really like him that much.
Okay. Can we hear what he is talking about?
Yeah, what is the sermon?
Yeah. So as you walk closer, before you can hear what he's saying, you hear a lot of people calling him a darkheart. They're like calling him greedy, and he stands there. He has long hair and a goatee. He's a little bit of an older gentleman, but he looks rather gentle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he's on the stage, he's like, "You don't understand. They're not telling you the truth. Yes, most people that are sent to Salingsa are able to control at least one element, but we can do more. There are other ways to access magic."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm intrigued, but I don't think I want to get any closer.
He's like, "Watch," and he makes a little bit of like what looks like frost. He makes a he opens his hands, like he puts his hands together and opens his hands, and as his hands move, a large kind of pillar of ice is created between his hands. And he kind of throws it up, and as he throws it up, he casts fire from his hands. It's all very fanciful, and it basically turns into rain, kind of over the crowd. I was sent as a young boy to Salingsa to become a pyromancer, but I knew that I could do more. I knew that I could use and control more than just fire. I knew that I had potential, and they tried to take that from me. You have to understand, Salingsa, the Empire, the Terrans, they're not here to help. They want to put you into a box, and they want you to live inside their box of what is useful for them and what they can exploit from you. And again, this is mostly falling on deaf ears, and people have started throwing vegetables and stuff like that at him.
What a waste of vegetables. I don't know. I think we should let him speak, democracy and all that.
What is the general opinion of the Terrans and Salingsa?
So Salingsa would be basically the magic school.
Mm-hmm.
So when someone shows an aptitude in elemental magic or any like divine magic or arcane magic, especially at a young age, they are taken to Salingsa, which is actually not too far from where Imogen would have grown up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're then taught and trained in their quote-unquote chosen field of magic to basically either join the military or work with some branch of the government.
Mm-hmm. I see.
I still do not feel the need to get involved in this.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to help him. He seems fine.
So I would like to move around it unless things get rowdier.
So as you move around it, you see there's a couple of men who are standing a little farther back, and they seem to be watching him pretty intently, with their arms crossed. They are wearing leather armor underneath large trench coats. And they both seem to have swords as well as hand crossbows, and one of them has a light crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
And I want you both to give me an investigation check or an insight if you're better at it.
I'll do investigation and go with 10.
Yeah, that's 14.
Okay. So Imogen, you can't see it, but Bliss, you kind of briefly make out there's 3 of them, and on at least one of them on the inside of their gauntlet, they seem to have a symbol of a skull with tendrils coming off of it, just like you were warned to keep an eye out for.
Good. So then I think I'll point that out to Imogen, just like kind of point a little bit at them and the symbol so that maybe Imogen will notice.
Who was it, our purple-haired friend who warned us about these guys? And they warned us to stay away from them? Or
those
that
are
they
the King's men.
for us? Shit. Okay, well, should we protect this guy? Would we out ourselves? Do we have to beat up these men?
So it doesn't look like they're going to do anything. They're just watching him rather intently.
But it should be noted by us, I guess, that they are listening to him diss essentially the school and the way that the government performs things. Okay, I'd like to kind of keep a passive eye on it, but still go forward. I'm so sorry. Still go forward to the bazaar and just kind of look around.
I'm gonna end it here for tonight. we'll pick it back up next time. You guys can go to Eobard's and we can explore more inside the temple there.
Mm.
All right.